Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Ali Trainings. We are doing our language cert test of reading for B2 level, and this is our fifth test, test number 5, and it's part 1. In part 1, we have been given a passage that we need to read it and find out the information, and we have been given 6 questions, and every question have 3 options, and we need to choose the best option for it, or which is the correct option that we need to choose. There can be 2 or 3 right answers, even they have the right answers, even 2 or 3, but we need to choose the best, or we choose the right option for it. So all the options are cannot be wrong or cannot be the correct, but there will be some time you need to choose the best, or there will be a time when you need to choose the correct option. So we will see here. So first of all, we need to understand the question. Our first question is, what do many young people consider important in life? There are many young people, and mostly they are talking about young people, what they consider important in life. We need to locate the information about young people, not about older people or about children. So we will start. What does it take to live a good life? What are the things that we need to live a good life? Survey shows that most young adults believe that obtaining wealth and fame are keys to a happy life. Yes, most young adults believe what they believe, that obtaining wealth and fame are keys to a happy life. But a long running study out of leading a university suggests that one of the most important signs of whether you age well and live a long and happy life is not about the amount of money you have or fame you receive. But here is the question about young people, what they think. What do many young people consider an important life? To be healthy, to be rich, to be happy, or to be rich? So our option is C. C is the right option. So we will mark C here, because they think richness is essential or is important for happy life. Our next question is, what was the purpose of the study? What was the purpose of the study? So a much more important factor of long-term health and well-being is the strength of your relationships with family, friends, and spouses. There are some of the results from the research. Research is also means study. Research study that closely examined the lives of more than 700 men, and in some cases their wives, for more than 70 years. The study revealed some factors that determine whether people are likely to grow old being happy and healthy, or end up in lonely, sick, and show signs of mental decline. Here is the reason why they studied. They wanted to know whether they are going to live happy in their older age or not, happy and healthy. So, what was the purpose of this study? To understand the reason why some people are happier. This can be the answer, but we need to read it further. To find out how the elderly feel when they are alone. No. C. To show that married men have more chance of getting sick. No. A is the better option, and this is the right option. So our answer is A. They wanted to know how they live happy and in their older age. They studied about men and women. Question 3 is, why did Dr. Warren give a talk on the internet? Why did Dr. Warren give a talk on the internet? So we will find the reason. The study's director, Dr. Ray Warren. Here we will find the answer. Outline some of the findings on an online talk that has gathered more than 7 million views. We publish our findings in academic journal that most people don't read. First of all, they publish their findings, whatever they found about their research. They published in a journal, in a book, but nobody read that, or very few people who read that. So what they did, said Warren, Dr. Warren, we were supported financially by the government for so many years, and it's important that more people know about this. So why they did that? Because there were very few people who read that story, or read those about those surveys or their findings. So they had to come on the internet. So why did Dr. Van give a talk on the internet? He wanted to get more money from the government? No. B. He wanted to inform the other academic or professor scientists? No. C. He wanted to reach a bigger audience. He wanted to reach a bigger audience. This is the right answer, because when they published in a book or in a journal, so in a magazine, there were very few people who read that findings. So C is the right answer. We will read question 4. The people who took part in the study were chosen. The people who took part in the study were chosen. Where they came from, those people who were involved in that study, that survey. So the study began in Boston with two very different groups of young men. In the first case, a team of researchers decided to track college students. First of all, they were from students through adulthood to see what factors played important role in their growth and success. They thought there was too much emphasis placed on pathology. Pathology means study of disease at the time, and that it would be more really useful to study people who were doing well. Who were doing well. It was useful to study people who were doing well during their young adult development. So, who were the people who were doing well during their young adults? They were from college. So, here we can, the people who took part in the study were chosen based on the result of medical exam? No. Because they were very good students? Yes, it is the answer. They chose from the college and they were doing good. See, after they were interviewed by the professor, there was no mention of any interview. So B is the right answer. Question 5 is, after retirement, the happier people in the study. After retirement, what the happier people do, or what they found about study in survey. So, Dr. Warren said the study selected 268 who had performed highly in their studies and followed them closely with frequent interviews and health examinations. In later years, the study also incorporated means formed brain scans, blood draws, and interviews with the subject's spouses and adult children. Through the years, the study produced many significant findings. Here we are going to find the answer. It showed that, for example, that to age well physically, the single most important thing you could do was to avoid smoking. They also found that relationship with friends and also romantic ones were a major factor. Yes. What was the major factor? Relationship with friends, also romantic ones, were a major factor regarding health and happiness. If you want to be happy, you need to have more friends, more relationship. What study suggests, I am not suggesting it, but what the study suggests. After the retirement, the happier people in the study created relationship we did not have before. Yes, this is the answer, but we will read it further. Stop talking to their old colleagues. No. Register on certain social media platform. No. A is the right answer. They created more relationships. So these were the happier people. 6. The writer suggests that to live a long and happy life. If you want to live a long, happy life, what you need to do? The people in the strongest relationships were protected against mental illness and memory loss, even if those relationships had many ups and downs. Dr. Warren found a similar pattern among relationships outside the home. The people who replaced old colleagues with new friends after retiring were happier and healthier than those who left work and did not maintain stronger social network. So we found the information that Warren found a similar pattern. There was a similar pattern about people who retired and a similar pattern among relationships outside the home. The people who replace the old colleagues, they replace the old colleagues and make a new social circle, new friends after retiring. Because this question is about retiring, were happier and healthier than those who left work and did not maintain strong social network. The people who did not maintain or make another social network, make more friends, they were not healthier. And the people who make new friends after retiring, who made new friends, they were healthier and happier. So we need to find the answer here. Connection with other people is the most valuable thing. Yes, it is the answer, but we need to read it further. Frequent examination by professor, there is no mention of it. C, people should watch television together. No, A is the right answer. So these are our 6 questions and their answers, and how we found these answer in this passage. I think you have understood all the question and answer and how we need to do it. Inshallah, in the next video, I will do part 2 of it, and I hope you will like this video. And if you have any questions, you can comment on it. And this is our last test of B2 level, and this is a part 1, and we will do it inshallah part 2, 3 and 4 in the next videos. I will meet you in the next video. Allah Hafiz.